Oh no. Elon Musk. Donald Trump having an all-out war. I almost wasn't a command, but I cannot ignore this. I cannot ignore this any longer. I was seeing this pop up today and I just couldn't. I had to come on, man. I have no notification, by the way, though. I'm pretty sure no notification, so. But I could not ignore this. Oh my God, what happened? Turmoil, drama, love. Oh, what happened? Lord of Valley. Say it so.
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit. I like that.
And let me ask you something. How long has Elon known this? Because if he did, why would you align yourself with that? It's like an ex, you know, how to have a fight. I got a notification. What the hell? A notification went up? I didn't want to use one for this. Oh, shit. I wanted to save it for something else. I must have made a miscalculation. Jesus. Oh, yeah, I had a notification. Damn. That's all right. Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about this. Let me get set up. Give me a second. It's breaking, man. It's breaking. I think this is going to be all over the news later. Gonna be a lot of people not happy about that. Upset. Let me cool it off in here a little bit. Turn on a little AC. Some say it's that ketamine he's on, man. Elon ketamine. You say he microdose. The big boys fighting. What is Trump gonna do? Because you know Trump is loose. Is Trump just gonna take this? He's gonna have to fire back. You have to say something about the baby mamas. Yeah, yo, Elon better bump up the security. You better bump up. He does have a lot of money. I mean, he's fine, but he better bump up the security. A couple of things. All right, so let's get to the screens. Right, I think I have. Are we good now? Oh wait, I gotta launch. You know, we gotta launch Rumble for this one. Gotta launch Rumble. That's the only thing that's on Rumble is politics. If you do anything else on Rumble, you're not getting any views. Rumble is just a political platform. That's all it is. All right. What's up, guys? What's up? So I was noticing some things today. Sherry, you said you unsubscribed the last stream. This bitch is back again. Sherry, unsubscribe and go. The last stream, this chick was complaining about something. I know I'm unsubscribing. I forgot what she was complaining about. This chick literally came back to say she's unsubscribing it again. Sherry, go, please. Do us the favor. God. Anybody remember her from the last stream? She said something. I forgot what she was complaining about. Something. I don't remember what it was. I just remember her name, that smile, the grin on her face. And she said she's unsubscribing. She literally came back to say it again. What the hell? Go! Oh my God. So this is really interesting to me. You know, I was trying to get into the politics channel. I couldn't log in. My password, I forgot my password or some shit. I don't know. So I said, fuck it. We're going to get on here anyway because this is breaking. This is happening. You could try to close your eyes and pretend it's not, but it's happening. They're beefing. This is one of the tweets that Elon made earlier today. We're going to get to the current one, but he made some stuff earlier today and he said, without me, Trump would have lost the election. That's, I don't know. Maybe that's true. I don't know. Maybe that's questionable. What do you guys think? Elon did make a big push. Elon, and the platform, I don't know. Would have Trump lost without Elon? I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because it was Kamala, but he did have a big push for sure. It was a big endorsement. Elon sent a lot of money. I think what happened, what happened with this, we're going to talk a little bit about it. I think part of what happened was that there was some bill. Let's just get into it for a second. There was some bill, I thought, something too with they weren't going to back electric vehicles or something. Listen, what sparked the rift? The immediate catalyst was Trump's one big, beautiful bill, a sweeping tax and spending package. Musk, who had been a significant supporter of Trump's 2024 campaign, contributing over $250 million and served as the head of Doge, vehemently criticized the bill. And I remember he was doing that recently. He labeled it a disgusting abomination, citing concerns over its projected $2.4 trillion addition to the national deficit and this is the big and, the elimination of electric vehicle tax credits, which directly impact Tesla. Okay? And in response to Musk's criticisms, Trump accused him of suffering from Trump derangement syndrome. What?
Back to Eamon Javers, we do have some more news. At the White House, Eamon.
Yeah, Scott, this is blistering criticism now from Elon Musk on social media, just responding to the president's event in the Oval Office a short time ago. Elon Musk posting on X, his social media platform, "Without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate." He goes on to post two words, "such ingratitude." Now, that follows on President Trump appearing in the Oval Office alongside the Chancellor of Germany. The president saying
Tesla stocks dropping too. Oh, no, it's money. That's all it's about, man. It's money and business. And I think these people pay their way into the White House for, I don't know, like benefits and shit. And so this goes against maybe what he paid for. What do you think he put that money in there for? I don't know. Probably for that, stuff like that. I don't know. So anyway, the stock's dropping. Oh, shit.
He would have won Pennsylvania without Elon Musk. He was doing just fine. And the president, by his own terms, very measured in his criticism of Elon Musk. But he did say that Musk was for his big spending bill until he came out against it after leaving government, and that Musk had been totally briefed on that spending bill before he left government. Musk taking to social media during that press availability to say that was false. He had not seen the bill until after the fact, and it was done in the dark of night. So an erupting political controversy and sort of political fisticuffs, I guess is the way to describe this, between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, two figures who are just enormously powerful figures on the world stage, who were joined at the hip politically from the summer until last week, and now a major fracture here between the two. The president was, as I say, fairly measured in his criticism of Musk by his own terms in the Oval Office. We'll see if that holds for the rest of the afternoon. Scott, back over to you.
This really is an incredible developing.
To me, this is so interesting. I know some people don't want to hear about this. Some people might not want to talk about this. To me, this is very, very interesting. This whole situation, that these two, it doesn't matter what side of the political realm you're on, or if you're not on either side, that doesn't fucking matter. This is interesting that these two guys are clashing, and that Elon, what's kind of interesting too, it took them a clash for Elon to come out and say, oh, Trump is in the Epstein files. And if he really is, which is interesting because I feel like they've been bullshitting us with this Epstein file. Oh, you're going to come out, we're going to come out with the files, and oh, it's got all these influencers. So it's been a bunch of BS. They've, you know. And if he did know this, why did it take a fight for him to come out with it? Would he have kept this shut in a secret if Trump, didn't take off the electric credit or whatever,
Story. I'm wondering if, as a reporter who's covered this from the get-go, who's been in the Oval many times when Musk and the president were there.
You're going to see this everywhere. I was telling my mother, I said, Ma, in the news, wait till you turn on the TV later. You're going to see this all over.
Addressing all of you, just what you make of this such high profile falling out. Some, I'm sure, would have said, this was predictable at some point, that these two powerful personalities.
That's the thing. That is the thing. Yeah, those personalities together like that. Like, how can you? You know, they're competing for time.
Not going to be able to last forever as buddies. I'm just curious, through your own lens, Eamon, what you make of how this has turned into such a public fracture on what, frankly, is a very big stage, a bilateral.
Because the thing is, wasn't Elon like not on the right? He was left before, wasn't he? Like all this, so he shifted, right?
Meeting between the president and the German chancellor.
I mean, I think the way that Elon Musk is doing this speaks to his knowledge of the Oval Office and the knowledge of the pacing and timing of these events, having been there, you know, sort of live tweeting during it, responding to the president in real time and saying that what the president is saying is false, saying the president's expressing ingratitude for the millions of dollars that Elon spent on his campaign. I mean, that's
the problem, man. That's the problem with like lobbying and all this shit, is that these people, they think they own you after that. That's the thing. And if you think, I don't know, Trump too is a very, you know, the way his characteristics, it's going to be hard to do that probably, you know. But these people literally, when you have money like that, that are lobbying, people, they think they own you. And now you have to do what these people tell you to do, or they think that. You're going to have to do what they tell you to do. You're going to have to fall in line. I contributed this money. You're going to have to do some favors for me.
Is particularly prickly and particularly sticking the knife in politically here. But I think a lot of people would have said that it was remarkable that this political partnership made it as many months as it did. I mean, we're here in June. A lot of people were predicting this back in November because of these two titanic egos, two people with enormous success in their own chosen fields, two people who dominate the world media in real ways on a day-to-day basis. That just the idea that those two volatile forces couldn't exist in the same small space for very long, and yet they were able to have, you know, regular overnights in the Oval Office. Musk spent the night in the Lincoln bedroom several times, he said. The president would invite him over and say, be sure to get the ice cream from the kitchen. It's great here. You know, that kind of thing lasted a lot longer than people thought it would. And now this split, and the split importantly over funding. You know, Elon made his political crusade about deficits and federal spending. He's breaking with the president on that, and then breaking with the president. The president says after the president and his bill took away Elon Musk's EV subsidies that benefit Tesla. Musk has said in the past, we should note, go ahead, take those EV subsidies away. That's fine. Tesla can compete better than the other electric vehicle companies without them. So Tesla will win relatively against the others. So, you know, where does all that leave us? I mean, I think Elon Musk has a longer political timeline than Donald Trump does. Trump is leaving office. There will be a 2028 election, and the country will move on in 3 years. He's sort of weirdly already a lame duck in that sense. Elon Musk has generational time here and financial, you know, nearly infinite resources. If he wants to be a big player in American politics, he will continue to be a big player in American politics for decades to come. Trump doesn't have that kind of running room. And I think you saw some of the resentment there from Trump in the Oval Office as he watched.
So there's a clip I want to share with you too, because I bookmarked a clip. So this is one of the first things I saw today earlier, and I was like, oh shit. That's what I was like, oh shit. But I'm like, I'm not gonna come on. And then I see more stuff popping off. Because, okay, new Trump speaks on Elon coming out against BBB, the big, beautiful bill.
So we've done a great job. Elon knew that. Elon endorsed me very strongly. He actually went up and campaigned for me. I think I would have won. Susie would say I would have won Pennsylvania easily anyway, even if the governor ran, the real governor, not the governor from Minnesota, who's, I mean, he's a sick puppy, that guy. That poor guy, I feel sorry for him. But they made a bad choice with him. But if you pick Shapiro or anybody else, I spoke to him recently about his, you know, his house being set on fire, which was terrible. But if they picked him, I would have won Pennsylvania. I won it by a lot. But I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem. And he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate because
there you go.
That's billions and billions of dollars. And it really is unfair. We want to have cars of all types. Electric, we want to have electric, but we want to have a gasoline, combustion. We want to have different. We want to have hybrids. We want to have all. We want to be able to sell everything. And when that was cut, and Congress wanted to cut it,
Trump is gonna have to respond to this Epstein stuff. There's no way he can just let this slide. He's gonna have to respond. It's gonna get probably messy. So just so you know, pa que sepa, so you know what's coming. It's coming. There's gonna be something.
He became a little bit different, and I can understand that. But he knew every aspect of this bill. He knew it better than almost anybody, and he never had a problem until right after he left. And if you saw the statements he made about me, which I'm sure you can get very easily, it's very fresh on tape.
So who's off the rails, right? I don't know, because this guy crashed the Crashtians. He's saying breaking. I don't care what political side you're on. Donald Trump is officially off the rails, threatening Musk. How? Let's see. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. Oh, shit. When was that? That was at 2:37 p.m. Okay. Oh, this is going to be nasty.
He said the most beautiful things about me. And he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next. But I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
Mr. President, did he, I just want to clarify, did he raise any of these concerns with you privately before he raised them publicly? And this is the guy you put in charge of cutting spending. Should people not take him seriously about spending now? Are you saying this is all sour grapes?
No, he worked hard, and he did a good job. And I'll be honest, I think he misses the place. I think he got out there, and all of a sudden he wasn't in this beautiful Oval Office. And he's got nice offices, too. But there's something about this one. I was telling the Chancellor, this is where it is. People come in here, even from Germany. They come in and they walk into the Oval Office, and it's just a special place. It's, you know, World War I, it started and it ended here, and World War II, and so many other things. Everything big comes right from this beautiful space. It's now much more beautiful than it was 6 months ago. A lot of good things are happening in this room, and I'll tell you, he's not the first. People leave my administration, and they love us, and then at some point they miss it so badly, and some of them embrace it, and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it. But we have it with others, too. They leave, and they wake up in the morning, and the glamour's gone. The whole...
I don't know why a group of people come to my mind that I've had to deal with. They're leaving, the glamour's gone.
Syndrome, I guess they call it. But we have it with others, too. They leave, and they wake up in the morning, and the glamour's gone. The whole world is different, and they become hostile. I don't know what it is. Someday you'll write a book about it, and you'll let us know. Yeah.
Wow. So this is just incredible. So as if that wasn't enough. I mean, I don't really care about this, but Elon stopped following Charlie Clark. I don't know if Charlie spoke out against him, or I don't know what's the point of that. I'm not really sure. Okay, this is getting childish. I must say, Elon is just an average American following along who has. Okay, I don't know. Oh, I've seen this shit before. Okay, and so it continues. Then there's Elon Musk just announced and reportedly claimed that President Trump is named in the Epstein files. He suggested that this is the real reason the files haven't been made public. So let me show you that tweet directly from the horse's mouth. Here it is. It's like, bruh. Don't delete it. There's no deleting this shit. He didn't delete it, but time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. To what level? Like, to what? He's in there. Okay, like what? Like, what did he do? That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, Donald J. Trump. The only thing I wonder about that, why wouldn't have like Biden or Kamala or any of these other people that, you know, hate Trump, why wouldn't they have made it public? You know, unless there's people on their side too, right? Like maybe there's a bunch of people on there that nobody wants out. Like everybody looks bad. And then Elon Musk said 24 minutes ago, mark this post for the future. The truth will come out. And Alex Jones replied under, God help us all. What the hell, yo? Like, this is just crazy. So I think there's going to be a lot of in-house fighting, because now people are going to feel like All right, I'm out to the moon.
Too fat for space. So the fat niggas linked with SpaceX and build a team of the highest IQ fat niggas on the planet. Introducing Fat Nigga Tech. This right here is the apex of black excellence.
Oh my God. This guy's actually really funny on X. This will be known as the most expensive tweet of all time. So let's get both of you on the phone. Nothing good will come out of this. Valentina Gomez says, oh Lord, damn, he's coming for the Elon's kid, the trans thing. Cenk Uygur, this guy's a little nutty, but he's somewhat kind of been okay, kind of with some of his commentary recently. Wow, shit just got real. I'm telling you, this is gonna turn the whole media, the news, CNN right now. These people, their pants are wet right now. They're wet on themselves. They're creaming themselves right now. CNN, they scrap. Oh shit! Like, you know, they're jumping. Oh my God, dude. I know Trump's got to be pissed too. He's got to be pissed. He's gonna have to say something. Oh. Interview, job question. Oh, what's this news station? I actually like people. Breaking news, Trump issues a new threat and shock with feud. I don't want to see this shit. It's AI videos. Wow. So messy, man. Let me listen to, let me put this guy on. I want to see if Elon's making any more tweets. And let me put this broadcast on too. Just kind of curious what people are saying. I think some people are going to have to feel like maybe they have to make some type of decision. Some people will be stuck in the middle.
We're kind of in an area where we don't know what's going to happen next. And it might not be all good for Democrats. Well, so, Sphinx, I know you unmuted. I just want to say something real fast.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's going to be so interesting to me to see how members of Congress handle this. But you know this is going to spiral. You know it's going to be a factor in the 2026 midterms.
Okay, hold on. We got to listen to our guy.
Do Republicans side with Musk and hope that they get some of the money? Or do they side with Trump because they don't want to be target of his Truth Social posts? It's going to be interesting to see which politicians.
It is going to be interesting.
Explode. Elon, pick up the phone and call President Trump. Just pick up the phone.
Yeah, I think this is going to cause some people to like. Terrence, maybe he's in the middle, kind of like, I don't want this. Me, I'm like, well, what's on the Epstein file? I want to know about the Epstein files. The fuck?
And call the president.
Care about calling?
You have his personal phone number. Pick up the phone and call him. Y'all, it is so much going on right now. Literally, it is too much going on at one time. Every time I get on the internet, is something new. Every time I log on, it is something new going on. Something absolutely crazy. Elon and President Trump, y'all don't need to be fighting each other. Y'all need to be fighting Congress because Congress is the problem. Now, Elon, you can easily call President Trump. Please.
Hold on. Kanye West. The sound, I'm trying to think of the words. Kanye West, the people's word, the people's voice, the man of peace and love and sound mind, of the mind of sanity. He said, bros, no, please no, we love you both so much. Kanye West. I need a clapping soundboard. Kanye West is on the case. The voice of reason, yeah. Kanye West is the voice of reason. Kanye West. Yo.
Get off the internet and call him. You have literally been hanging with President Trump for a while. You have been at Mar-a-Lago, having dinner with him, staying at his properties. You can call him. Y'all have spent countless of days together.
Uh-oh. So people are digging into Elon Musk too, what they said? This is a picture with Elon and Ghislaine. Epstein's side piece or accomplice. Not side piece really, but accomplice. Yeah, man. Elon Musk did a poll too. I was trying to find it. He did a poll talking about starting a new party. I wonder, yeah, is he going to run for president next? Let's see if I can find it.
Literally. So much personal time.
Mm-hmm.
Running around the country like brothers. Call President Trump on the phone. We don't want to see y'all fighting on the internet.
A lot of people actually.
We don't want to see that. We don't want that, and we don't have time for that.
Oh shit! Who is right? I don't know, man. I don't know. Elon Musk tweeted this out. So Elon, he's leaning into this. He's leaning into this whole shit that's happening now. I don't even want to. I don't know. Shit. I can't. It's hard for me to pick because I want to know about the Epstein files. I want to know to what level. I want to see like what exactly. I want to see the documents. They should have released that. But I'm curious how people voted. I think they're both playing 4D chess, and then there's people that think this is part of the game. This is part of both of them. This is planned out 4D chess. This is a strategic play by both of them. India's with Elon, not with Trump. Okay. They're both right. Elon's right. We're spending too much, but Trump needs that bill and has to fit it with the pork to achieve that. That's a really, really bold thing to say about the Epstein files. And I don't know. I just feel like he wouldn't say that if there wasn't some truth to it or something there. Like, why would he just say that if there's not something that he knows or seen? You know, I don't know.
Call him. Get off of X. I know it's your platform, but get off of X and call Trump. Have you called him?
But then it's like, to what level? Because sometimes people manipulate shit, right? Like sometimes people are like, I don't know, in what way? Like you know, like was his name mentioned or something when in a conversation that he came up, but he actually wasn't there or doing stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, to what level? You know, what are we talking about? You know what I mean?
Is he not picking up your calls? Is he not answering you? What's going on? Why are you coming to X when you can easily dial his number? Both of y'all could be right.
That's what I'm saying. Release it. I agree, Blackjack. Release the shit now. Fuck it.
It's possible to be right at the same. It is possible for both of y'all to be right about this big, beautiful bill. Maybe there is too much stuff in there, and there's a lot of great stuff in there.
The thing with those bills, I feel like those bills have always been like a thing because you have to get people to co-sign it. So you're playing this game of like trying to appease these people to get them to sign. So you're giving and taking type of shit, you know, to get things to pass. Trump, this is Trump here. Cinema tweeted this out. So we read this part. Trump kind of making somewhat of a, I was going to say ambiguous, but it's not ambiguous. It's direct. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. And then Trump said on another post here, Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do. That's the thing, because I saw some people in the comments now too saying that he knew this whole EV thing was going away or something. So I don't understand why it's like a thing now. I'm not sure something happened. He's snapping though. It's got to be money. Tesla stocks are dropping. Maybe they'll come back. I'm sure they'll recover. Maybe. And then so Donald Trump here says, and he just went crazy. He went crazy. You know, Elon, he says he takes that ketamine, microdosing. I thought he said for like mental health, makes him feel better. I think anxiety or something. He takes that ketamine, that horse tranquilizer. I don't think it's a horse tranquilizer. It is a type of, is that a tranquilizer? People use it to get high, but it also use it as a sedative. But I think it does have some type of properties too if you take it in microdosing. Ketamine microdosing. Microdosing invokes cause typically below the threshold, causes strong dissociative or psychedelic effects. Unlike larger ketamine doses used for therapeutic purposes, microdosing is intended for the illicit subtle changes in brain chemistry. Maybe it's that psychedelic shit he's taking every day. I don't know. It is animal tranquilizer? Okay. Lovers quarrel. Wow. I mean, this is what's popping right now on the internet. Everybody, Diddy's taking a seat for a few minutes while this is happening. Elon Musk taunts Trump to end his contracts with the federal government, suggests it would end the International Space Station. These guys are just getting two people with big egos, huge egos. So what they're going to keep, and they're not going to want to back down. Each of them are going to keep going at each other probably. So now he's suggesting the space station. It just gets better and better. Go ahead and make my day. This would both end the International Space Station and simultaneously provide no way to safely deorbit.
Elon Musk, everything he did with SpaceX, that those astronauts stranded for 9 months, they're finally coming home. Mr. President, your reaction to what's unfolding?
So when I came in office, I said, Elon, we got to get them out. You have a rocket ship handy? How many people have a rocket? And Biden left them up. He abandoned them. You know, we could have done this sooner, but Biden didn't want to because he was embarrassed by what happened. So they were up there. They were supposed to be there for a few days. They were there for many months. And now they're coming back. But think of it. Elon's able to do that with his genius. And you have people that hate it. And I really believe these are people that hate our country. It's a big problem. But, you know, there aren't so many of them. There are many more that love our country. And they love our country now more than they have maybe ever in their lives. There's never been a movement like MAGA, like America First, call it whatever you want to call it. This is the greatest movement in the history of politics.
What's the next stop for the astronauts? Are they going to be coming to the White House?
No, they're going to, number one, have to get better. You know, when you're up there and you have no pull in your muscle, you have no gravity, you can lift 1,000 pounds like this. They have to get better. It's going to be a little bit tough for them.
Oh gosh, somebody over here coming out with it. Somebody here said on X, you knew he was a PDF file, allegedly, and still gave him hundreds of millions of dollars. That's the thing too that kind of has me kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So you're saying this guy was on the app. When did you find that out? And I guess when you guys have a fallout and maybe that contract's cut out, that's when you're like, okay, you know what? Well, I'm going to drop this because you didn't do what I wanted you to do. So yeah, how long you were okay with it until now? What's up with that? What is up with that? Oh, I see my people on Twitch. Twitch, what's up, Pippins? Yeah, I came for the politics. You think it's scripted? Let me see what they said. Trump had a lot less money in 2016 when we voted for him and won from Hillary. Elon got a big head. Imagine S. Rondon on YouTube said Elon is moving to China or Russia. Imagine. All right, I'm going to take my spacecraft to some other country. Oh, I'll have to call her back then. let me send her a text. Just tell her I'm streaming. Okay. So, man, let me see what else they're saying here. The whole situation is just freaking. Let me see what these guys are saying here in this space. Let me find some new information.
I'm going to find it. He posted, I believe, a couple days ago, saying that he absolutely is for permanent the tax cuts or whatever. But the tax cuts in this bill, okay, are for tax cuts of the super rich. Oh, Kevin, I see you were dropped. I'll bring you back up.
Well, I mean, they are for the super wealthy, right? The majority of the money goes to the super wealthy, but there are tax cuts for other people, like the no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, stuff like that. So I haven't explicitly seen Elon Musk come out and say I'm for the tax cuts for the wealthy. But, I mean, I would assume, like I wouldn't see him specifically saying that. I think there's he leans
no, but
toward
the bill
cutting
does.
spending,
But
right?
So Babylon B's already throwing in jabs. They say that the judge determines Trump will get the nation on the weekdays while Musk gets every other weekend and holidays. Wow. This is causing like a oof. They trolling y'all. Elon X says they're trolling. So some people think this is all part of like some type of whatever, get everybody riled up. So Paul says he's in it. He thinks Trump is in there. Tesla stock has tanked. And you got to think about this. All the people that bought Teslas because of I mean, you could kind of say it both ways, right? Like a lot of Trump supporter just bought like Teslas, I think, kind of like in some type of support or way. So now these people everybody's in a tizzy now. Nobody knows what to do. Everybody's freaking out. Man, bro, I don't know what to say. I have to wait and see. I'd like to see the files released and not the game that they've been playing with the public for a long time and still continue to play. I think that should come out. They've obviously been protecting the list, whoever's on there, and Epstein getting that sweetheart deal, you know. So literally what they call it, sweetheart deal. People, oh man. Even Kanye's talking. Kanye came out and said something. Where's Alex Jones? Quartering says, what the F, Elon? We all know if he actually was, the Democrats would have released it. That's the one thing I was saying. I would really have thought that that they have, especially with him running for president and everything when he was running, they would have every incentive to drop that. Why now? I don't understand that. Why now? Why not before? No, why not before? Danny, thank you for the memberships. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 5 memberships. Whoop, whoop. Why now? That's what I'm thinking too. I agree. Independent. Doesn't make any sense to me. Why now? And let's say he's fabricating it. Let's say Elon made that up. Can Trump sue him? Does he have grounds to sue? I don't know. Maybe. Trump in 5. And when you do a poll on X, it might be kind of hard to really see because X is Elon's platform, you know, so it might be skewed a bit. Alex Jones has got to be screaming from the hilltops. What do you got to say? You got to say something.
Fog has lifted on X, so therefore he can't block me. As I guess he just blocked Charlie Kirk. I have, generally speaking, quite grateful to Elon for giving me my voice back. Remember that I
see even what's his name, Roger Stone. Even Roger Stone's indebted because Elon gave him an account back. His account
banned for life still on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube.
Wow.
The only two places you can follow me are X, where I'm Roger J. Stone Jr., except no substitutes. Go to my...
Before Owen Schroyer takes over, what are your thoughts?
Look, Speaker Johnson has...
Alex said, the world stands on the brink of total destruction. The end of the world is happening now. Cash Patel, let me check that out. Good thing to check there. And Pam Bondi, right? Have they said anything? Let's see here. Cash Patel. Let's see. Cash. Nothing yet. It's probably better he doesn't say nothing at all right now. He's just stay quiet for now. Let's just kind of blow over a little bit. I don't know. It's not gonna just blow over, but shit. Elon, they might start looking into Elon. They might investigate Elon. They might find some tax issues or something. They'll come up with something. Better watch out. Pam Bondi, let's see. Anything to say, Pam? Nothing. She actually hasn't posted in a while on this account. Let me see. The Attorney General. Let's check that. Oh, she posted 19 hours ago. Okay. Let's check out what these people have to say here.
Elon is a little different. I mean, I'm speculating wildly. We all are about his motivations, but I think he's different. I think he's a genuine believer in some ways, and that makes him a little harder, right? Because he's not going to be distracted by stuff like this. He's going to stay on topic. But you do have two people who are big puncher. You know, they are vengeful, and I wouldn't be surprised if this blows up if Trump tries to take away some contracts from Elon, right? Because that's what he's done to other organizations that have kicked him off.
Quick breaking news. Sorry, we have Kanye West has tweeted, "Bros, please no, we love you so much. We've officially broken Kanye's heart. It's a giant tragedy." Sorry.
Oh no!
Poor Kanye. He's distraught. The kids are upset. Who gets Kanye? Who gets big balls? Who gets?
You know what, Mickey? Though the kids will be all right, as we like to say.
The kids will be all right. Anyway. Matt C, you've had your hand up for a long time.
Hey. Teacher,
yeah,
leave those kids alone.
I'm just curious tomorrow who the all-in pod is going to side with. Elon, Trump. It's a tough call. It's a tough call for them.
Okay.
But seriously, I think.
Okay, let's see. I was tagged on Twitter. Michelle says, watch this or play it. Stephen Miller explains what this bill is about. Okay. To save this country, let's see. To save this country, you have to be able to govern this country. All of these highly technical bureaucratic complaints, fake scores of tax cuts and everything else are all born not from policy disagreement, but from a fear of winning. What?
If conservatives want to be able to govern this country, they have to stop being afraid of winning. History is set by winners. President Trump is a winner. President Trump survived 2 assassination attempts. President Trump was shot in the head. President Trump survived an effort in multiple jurisdictions to incarcerate him for life. President Trump is a winner. The conservative movement needs to be able to take yes for an answer, to accept winning. And then you make a huge, historic, successful victory. And then you go on to the next victory and the next victory and the next victory. Deep, deep, deep down inside, somewhere in the traumatized conservative psyche, amongst some, not all, amongst some, but enough, is an allergy to winning, a great fear of winning. There's a desire deep inside that would rather sit on a panel complaining about a bill.
Oh, shit.
Than celebrating a victory. And that instinct is everything that MAGA is allergic to. The MAGA movement, among many other things, is about understanding that to save this country, you have to be able to govern this country. And all of these procedural hurdles that are being thrown in the way, all of these highly technical bureaucratic complaints, which, by the way, are all fictional, all false, fake scores of tax cuts and everything else, are all born not from policy disagreement, but from a fear of winning. And that is what we must overcome more than anything else, or we will lose the country.
Wow. Here's what Kirk had to say. So apparently Charlie was blocked by Elon. And Charlie here said that there will be a lot of fighting and attacks in the coming days, in the days to come. So I just want to say something at the outset. We should never forget how terrible the environment was online prior to October 22nd or 2022. No matter what happens, I'm grateful that Elon Musk bought X and liberated free speech in America. His contribution to America and to civilization from that alone is immense. So Marjorie Taylor Greene commented under, yes, you're right. And we've seen the highs and lows before. I am too thankful. They know they better fall in line because Elon will band-aid us, demonetize them, whatever. Yes, you are right. And we've seen the highs and lows before. I'm too thankful Elon brought Twitter back and gave me my account back after I was permanently banned. And I'm also glad we won the election. Now we have to work it out and continue to MAGA. I like X too. I like Twitter more now. I do. I mean, for news purposes, breaking news and stuff like that, I like it for that. Nick Fuentes was right. Donald Trump, man. Donald Trump threatening to make some cuts. Let me see what else is Elon said. This is going to be a whole mess. It's going to get messy and dirty. Elon just doesn't want to pay taxes. Ooh. Oh, shit. Okay, Trump responded. We got some more breaking news. Trump responded. Uh-oh. Another response. I don't know. Okay, so Truth Social, he responded on. It says President Trump responds to after Elon Musk accused him of the Epstein files. Trump says, I don't mind Elon turning against me, but he should have done so months ago. This is one of the greatest bills ever presented to Congress. It's a record cut in expenses, $1.6 trillion, and the biggest tax cut ever given. If this bill doesn't pass, there will be a 68% tax increase and things far worse than that. I didn't create this mess. I'm just here to fix it. This puts our country on the path of greatness. Make America great again. What about the Epstein files? That's cool. Okay, cool with the bill. What about the Epstein files? That's a big ass accusation. What are we gonna I mean, if he responds to give him more light, I mean, well, Elon has such a big account; it already has light. That's not a response to the Epstein files. Oh Lord, the Bill Clinton thing. Ooh, this guy here said we should have all seen this coming when Elon showed up to the White House with a black eye. You guys remember that the other day that we were watching and Elon had the black eye? And I was kind of joking around because there's the Black Eye Club, the conspiracy, like all these top people that I don't know which eye it is. They all get a black eye before they're converted, bent over, and pictures and videos taken, made them, and then sent on their way. Maybe it has to do with the black eye. Man, he got knocked upside his head. Stephen Miller says he's saddened by Elon Musk's betrayal on the budget bill. Take a look at this as well.
If it also included full funding for the border wall? What if it also included full funding for deportation? What if it also defunded transgender surgeries nationwide? What if it also had the first ever endowment tax on America's corrupt institutions of higher learning? What if that bill also had no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security? What if that bill also created the strongest framework for energy deregulation in American history, right? What if that bill also created the first ever...
Hold up, is Trump talking? Let's see. I want to see this shit. That mother... Let's see if he's talking. Yeah, there's no way he's going to let this slide, but I don't see that he's talking. I don't see Trump anywhere. Where's Trump live? Deeds. Hey, Deeds on the streets. How you doing? White House feed? Oh, damn. He straight from the White House. Okay, motherfucker. White House. Oh, thank you, guys. Appreciate that.
The use of lawfare against police officers and terminated unjustified federal consent decrees.
Oh, he's talking about the police
I signed
stuff,
an
though.
executive order directing the Department of Justice to provide legal protection and financial support for officers targeted by very frivolous lawsuits. Oh, I know about frivolous lawsuits better than you do. I can tell you, I had my share of them. I ordered other federal agencies to boost funding for police recruitment, retention, and pay. And I've asked Attorney General Bondi to pursue the...
So he's sitting there with Bondi, and they're having like I guess a roundtable discussion with the Fraternal Order of Police. So I don't know that he's going to address this right now. I don't know that he's going to address it right now.
99%. You can't do much better than that. We've removed thousands of violent, criminal, illegal aliens from our communities as part of the largest deportation effort.
I would have had to cancel the roundtable. I probably would have been so pissed. We would have canceled this roundtable. We're changing the title of the live stream and everything. Everybody out of the room. You know, I don't know that I can do this fraternal thing right now.
I'm also deeply grateful to the National Fraternal Order of Police for its resounding endorsement of the One Big Beautiful Bill, which is moving along very nicely with great support. It's a great bill. It's a bill that's going to cut taxes more than any bill we've ever put in the history of our country. It's going to cut costs and expenses by $1.6 trillion, which is the biggest cut in expenses.
So he's talking about the bill.
And it's going to do so many other things. You know, our country is doing record business right now. Record investment is coming in. Close to $15 trillion is already committed to come in for building new plants and factories. AI is big.
New tweet.
Apple's investing $500 billion plus. They're all coming in. It also includes the largest investment in border security in our nation's history, equipping law enforcement with the tools to stop the invasion. I built a lot of wall, hundreds of miles.
Okay. Elon is coming hard for Trump. And I think he's going to have a hard time. I mean, he's not ignoring it, but it's almost, I feel like the elephant in the room, this Epstein stuff. And not only did he just make that one tweet.
Without delay, in everything we do, we will give our police the respect.
Okay, yeah, this is like a focus on the police thing. Let me show you some of these tweets. Thank you guys for the heads up. He's not going to be able to ignore this shit. Like, look, okay, so he's quote tweeting stuff. The relationship between Trump and Epstein is well established. Trump flew on Epstein's plane at least 7 times, though it's not clear he ever went to the island. That was a big thing for me, too, about the island. But, yeah, they're not clear about that. Here's what Trump said about Epstein in 2002 New York Magazine profile. Epstein likes to tell people that he's a loner, a man who's never touched alcohol or drugs, and one whose nightlife is far from energetic. And yet, if you talk to Donald Trump, a different Epstein emerges. I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. Trump booms from a speakerphone. He's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. No doubt about it, Jeffrey enjoys his social life. And I remember I saw Trump like address this because there's a video of him like at the party and stuff like that. And he had said like he never went to the island. I thought he said he never went to the island. It was just Jeffrey was like at all these things. Epstein was at all these parties and shit, I guess. I don't know. He was around all these elite people because he had all this money and backing, I guess. And then he's quote tweeting something else. President versus Elon. Who wins? My money's on Elon. Trump should be impeached. And J.D. Vance should replace him. Wow. Wow. Now, Ian, he's in some other country, but he's very into the American politics. And he's huge. He's really into X, and I think he makes most of his money on X, but wow. He's calling for the impeachment. Oh, shit. And so Musk says yes. Well, maybe to the winning. I don't know about the impeachment, but wow. The world's greatest fiction writers couldn't have conceived a timeline like this. In light of President's statement about cancellation of my government contracts, SpaceX will begin decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft immediately. This is... Woo! Oh my gosh. Damn. So this move is significant considering the Dragon spacecraft's pivotal role in transporting cargo and crew to the International Space Station. SpaceX has previously been awarded $843 million contract by NASA to develop a de-orbit vehicle based on the Dragon design to safely decommission the ISS around 2030. Oh, so I didn't even know that. They were going to decommission the International Space Station. Let me see what this thing looks like. Dragon spacecraft. Damn. Okay, this one says it's not replacing the International Space Station. Instead, a specifically adapted version of the Dragon will be used to deorbit and safely destroy the ISS. What the hell? Bringing it home from space. Oh. The ISS will be decommissioned in the early 2030s. The SpaceX's deorbit vehicle will be responsible for that process. Oh, so they're supposed to be bringing it out of space and bringing it back? Whoa. Oh, so this is supposed to be like the vehicle, the thing that's going to bring the space station back. And so, yeah, this is big money. This is big boy shit. So they got an $843 million contract. So Elon's like, oh, so if you're gonna pull out your money, you're gonna do this and that, terminate contracts. Okay, well, we'll start. It's like kid shit. It's like high school shit, kind of like, in a way, except with a lot of money in people's lives, people's, I don't know, like jobs and stuff and careers maybe hanging in the line and just millions of dollars being tossed like it's singles in a strip club, like. It's crazy, dude. Wow. President Trump on Elon. Elon has never asked me for a thing. I mean, I got rid of the EV mandate, but he's never asked me for a thing. I think that's an amazing attitude. Elon is a patriot. So he's using all these clips of Trump. He's going back. He probably has a team. March 24th. He's going back and pulling all these like an X.
People were lucky to have
like an X. They pull up all these
When I was
shit,
young, I
text
got in a
messages.
fight the ex-husband. We were so stubborn we would toss things out the window and drive away, after dumping our things in the parking lot. That was stupid. I feel like this with Elon and Trump is like that.
Thank you, Cindy Lou Who. I do think that too. I agree with that. And thank you so much for the 50. Appreciate the super chat. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me because I know I try not to get too much really into this stuff here, but it's just, you can't. This is so big, you can't ignore this. This is happening. It is what it is, right? Cindy Lou said, when I was young, I got into a fight with the ex-husband. We were so stubborn, we lost. We would toss things out the window and drive away after dumping our things in a parking lot. This is what this feels like. They're gonna, and Elon's going really hard right now. I think Trump, because he's having right now, I guess he has something scheduled. This thing.
Do their job. It exposes our members to administrative
officers in the metropolitan.
Slandered you, defunded you, and undermined your service. But we stand with you.
And these erroneous allegations of misconduct, it all makes for an environment that is almost impossible to keep these staffing levels what they need to be.
Yeah, this is not the place for Trump to bring this up. I don't even know how he's doing this. I would have had to have like a Xanax or something to not like, you know, respond. And you know Trump's gonna have to. He's gonna want to respond. He's probably like, when is this shit gonna be over? Because I gotta go. We gotta address this. You know what I'm saying? Like, Trump is just like, damn, man. Like, when is this go? You know, when can I get out of this? This a round table. Oh my God.
I have to tell you, I want to thank you all, and Elon, I want to thank you. I know you've been through a lot with this horrible situation that happened.
Oh, it got up and left.
That's right. Saving America.
It's very unfair. What he is a patriot. He's a man that I can tell you, he's a friend of mine. He's become a friend of mine. He supported me in the election. That's when I got to know him, really. I knew him a little bit from the first term, but not much. But he's a patriot more than anything else. He's never, think of it, he has never asked me for a thing. He could have. I always say, I wonder if he's ever going to ask me for something. And that's always subject to change. And if it does change, I'll let you know about it. But Elon has never asked me for a thing. I mean, I got rid of the electric car mandate. I have no idea how that affects him, but possibly not good. I don't know. But he's never asked me for a thing. And I think that's an amazing tribute. I did get activated last week when I saw what they were doing. I said, he makes an incredible product, and we're going to go out and tell people you can't do that stuff and support him. They got to support him, because if he wasn't doing this, he wouldn't have any of these difficulties. And I think it's getting less and less. Pam has done a great job with regard to all of the, you know, I mean, I know the kind of investigations that are going on. If she finds them, which she will, she already found 4 of them. But I think they're going to suffer very grave consequences, because they're really terrorists when you think about it. They're terrorists at a high level. And I think the people that are financing them, they could very well be.
Okay. So some people think this is a staged fight. Some people think this is all staged. I'm not sure for what, but I think it's all staged. I don't think this is staged, you know, but well, I guess we'll have to see. Because I just think it's getting really dirty. And the stuff that Elon's tweeting, yeah. Elon Musk just tweeted too, and he said that Trump tariffs will cause a recession in the second half of this year. And then somebody here, I guess somebody on X said, can I finally say that the Trump tariffs are stupid? So what I don't understand is all these people were like co-signing this stuff, and it's like they were holding back until Elon gave him permission, I guess. I did tweet about the Trump tariffs, and I don't know. I feel like, I mean, again, I'm not an expert, but I just feel like I'm for equal, like, whatever, fair tariffs if possible. I mean, I know the different places are different situations, but I said it was too early, and I caught a little flack on X for that, but I said it was too early to call it a success. You know, it was too early to say that, you know, I don't know. And so now Elon, I guess he's showing his, maybe how he really feels, or I don't know, has he expressed this, that he's felt like this about the tariffs? Maybe he's showing how he really feels about all this stuff. You know, if he really felt all these things, why stand by his side? I don't know. I guess he wanted to make change, or he wanted to make business. You know, maybe it's the best type of promotion you could ever get for your company. You know? And what happened? February 8th, 2025. I love Trump as much as a straight man can love another man. The bromance is finally gone, I guess. It's crashed. I mean, maybe they could be friends in the future. I don't know. Jimmy says tariffs are horrible. They never work. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is going to be... Let me see what else is. This guy tweeting more.
That I read about him that really affected me, which was when he was talking to Bill Gates. And Bill Gates had just taken out some huge short on Tesla. It was like $1 billion short or something. And, you know, and Elon was like, why would you do that? Why would you short Tesla? And Bill goes, well, you know, I talked to my financial advisors, and I looked at the math, and there's no way it's overvalued, and so I'm going to make money on the short. And Elon goes, what do you care about making money? I thought you were into electric cars and climate change and saving the world. What are you doing, like trying to save a few bucks and betting against? Like, and he just walked away in disgust. And I think he never talked to Bill Gates after that. And that's when I realized, like, Elon's a purist. You know, he means what he says. Like, the money is a tool for him to get what he's trying to do. And so I take him at face value, which is the crazy thing, because there are a lot of people who set these audacious goals to inspire people, but you kind of know they don't really mean it. Elon, I take at face value. So I really do think he intends to get to Mars. I don't think he's joking about that. And I think he means to get there within a defined window of time. And I don't think it's just like an inspirational faraway goal. I think he's very, very concretely going to do whatever it takes. Because Elon doesn't want to go down in history as the electric car guy, or even the guy who saved America guy.
Yeah.
He wants to go down as a guy who got humanity to the stars.
Yeah.
And I don't think, again, I'll give him more credit than that. I don't even think he wants to go down as the I got humanity to the stars guy. He's just like, I want to get to the stars. And so I have to make.
Raw Alert says, better get all the popcorn because it's selling out faster than toilet paper. Who gets custody of Joe Rogan? Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. This is just wild to see. There's zero doubt in my mind that Trump is named in the Epstein files. Really? So even, I don't know, Nick Fuentes is saying that he believes Trump really is in those files.
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
Would you,
I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you know, you don't know. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. But I think I would.
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
Would you,
I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you know, you don't know. You don't want to affect people's lives.
Bruh. Laura Loomer hasn't taken a side with the Trump-Elon spat yet. What happened? A year ago, she would have been full-throating support for Trump in a split second. I guess Loyal Loomer is going to ride the fence until the smoke clears. I want to see I think they should just release those damn files and let the dust falls where it falls. Let the bomb blow and shrapnel and body parts, whatever, wherever the pieces land, it lands. Just put it out already. And let the people decide. They're taking the bait. Kill the bill and release the Epstein files. Some people think this is all part of the plan. Wow. Let's see what they're saying here.
Like them or not, I mean, you were breaking up champions, right? And
ooh,
that was always going to be the design. Like this was a very difficult. You know, we always knew he was going in for 2 months, right? 2 or 3 months. I think he stated initially how long. You know, I'm sitting here thinking, Simon, that I'm really hoping that there's something. Like many people will laugh at me, but there's something else going on here. You know, from a bigger picture. I don't know, spiritual. I don't, you know, whatever you want to call it. But maybe this fracture could be good. Like I'm trying to get my head around, oh, wow, we have a guy on the edges now. Maybe y'all are saying, hey, all these people are compromised. Well, shit, let's just grab the Beretta and just fucking end it all right now. I just can't live that way.
Oh,
so maybe it's good that he's off. I mean, this is one of the most powerful, wealthy men on planet Earth. Secondly, like I hate, okay? Like I'm not very well known in this room, but I hate red and blue, Republicans and Democrats, whatever you guys call it in the UK, conservatives and socialists, whatever you call it. These labels, how about this? I'm a fucking human being. Okay, that's a great start for us to go, hey, I'm a human being. You know, I want the Epstein thing released. We were told, look, I voted, you know, I gave money to Trump. I was told we were going to have all this information. We don't have it. Okay. Outpoint, fucking red flag, outpoint.
Some people don't like
So,
this. Some people feel some kind of way about that. That's what
maybe
some people.
I think Elon's probably either a really super evil guy or a really good human being. It's one or the other. I got a daughter that's like scared of him to death. She's 14. She's like, man, I just don't like the guy. So I don't know, man. I think there'll be confusion here. Like the world needs a family to be somewhat functional right now. We do not need more dysfunction. I mean, this is going to kill TV. Like, who wants to watch TV? Soap opera. We have all the entertainment we could possibly fucking want. It's going to be bad.
But Gary, what's your thoughts on Elon saying
TV?
that Trump's on the Epstein list? Like, that's huge. That destroys his reputation, even if it's 4D chess. His life's over. Like,
he's always been on the Epstein list. This isn't fucking new news, dude.
Oh shit.
I've known Trump's been on. He went to the on a plane so many times, 5, 6, 7 times.
shit.
Okay, good.
What?
You know what? I have a guy that I had dinner with 5 years ago that's sitting in federal penitentiary, but I can't tell you his last name. You know, I mean, I'll bet you Trump has partied till 2 o'clock in the morning. Not that he does.
Wait, what happened? Oh shit, where did it go?
Sorry, o'clock in the morning with some of the baddest gangsters on the planet. I mean, does that make you bad? I don't think you can draw that one, right? To me, I've done business with people that I knew were like, hey, I wouldn't, live their life, but I'm doing business with them.
Yeah.
Going to a dinner. You've done the same. Question is, look, if he's on the list and he did something bad and they have video, I want to see it. And I want to see it on everybody. Every king, prime minister, politician, FBI agent, CIA agent, every banker. I think this is actually about the fucking bankers. The Jeffrey, what was the cat's name at Barclays that got ushered out? These are bad guys, man. Okay? Fucking bad guys. Unlimited credit cards can buy anything. So they should all go to prison. I just don't think we're going to get there. So anyway, love.
You mean Jess Staley, by the way? You meant Gary?
It, yeah, Miss Super Clean, right? That whole the UK. I spent 14 years in the UK. Okay, just started fucking. I mean, I love the Brits, but my God, man, I could not meet a person.
Bro, Gary, watch it, bro. Don't attack us.
Weird as shit. Attack you, man. The Brits have been pirates forever. So it's just like y'all talk, like we talk about racism here. The racism in the UK is extremely worse than the United States. Can't even talk about the subject there, or much less women.
What's his name? Putin. Yeah, Putin's probably watching this shit, grinning or smirking or some shit. Yes. Oh, this is good business. Yes, good. What a mess. Let's see what else are they saying with this Elon stuff. Let me see real quick. Man, later on tonight, man, this is all they're gonna be talking about. This guy's appearing in court. Elon Musk. What a mess. What a mess. I never really thought about them having a dispute like that, but I guess it makes sense if you take their personalities and egos. At some point they were going to butt heads. At some point they were going to clash. It's a war. Elon Musk officially turns on Trump. How's this going to fare out? Laura said China is loving this. Perfect time for a new COVID strain. Where is the man who wrote these words? Was he replaced by a body double? So Elon, I don't know. This is one of the things that came up. Let's see. Elon Musk reminded President Trump of his own words. Wise words. So yeah, this guy Elon, he still has a lot of time for somebody that's so busy and stuff. I barely have time to game. Somehow Elon's the #1 Diablo player in the world. How the hell is that? This guy got 15 kids or something. I don't know, whatever, multiple businesses. I know at some point you're delegating and stuff, but somehow he's the #1 Diablo player in the world, and he's sitting here tweeting, quote tweeting everything like an X, like scorned X or whatever, tweeting and shit. Let me see. Wise words. I cannot believe the Republicans are extending the debt ceiling. I'm Republican. I'm embarrassed. He's quoting him that because I guess he's saying the bill would do that. The bill they're trying to pass. No member of Congress should be eligible for re-election if our country's budget is not balanced. Deficit's not allowed. 100. This was from, oh damn, this is from 2012 and 2013. Is it? Was that 2023? No, it's 2020. No member of Congress should be eligible for re-election if our country's budget is not balanced. Deficit is not allowed. Maybe he couldn't. Yeah, 2012. Maybe he couldn't do. Elon went there to fix money, fix problems, do the whole Doge thing, and maybe he couldn't even do that. Maybe he was told certain things he can't touch. Yeah, right, Hoax. He's definitely, that can't be him playing that shit. There's no way. I got somebody or a team of people in a sweatshop out there, a whole team of people playing a Diablo account. There's no way. And he's playing on hardcore, I think, right? You mess up one time and die, it's over. You start all over. Democrats love Elon Musk again. He will no longer be. Oh yeah, what happens? Maybe this would be good for the Tesla owners because some of those people, yeah, they're getting their cars scratched up, punched, peed on, pooped on, poop smear. Trump torches Tesla dealership. Oh my god. This guy was. Oh yeah, this is the Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez arrested today for RICO. I don't know. Listen, they could disagree and everything, and maybe he's right about some other criticisms, but that Epstein file, we can't let that shit go like that, yo. We need to find out about that. We need to know about. We need to see those files need to be put out. The whole situation makes me sick. The Democrats and mainstream media are loving the division. Elon Musk has accused Trump of being on the Epstein list. This is a serious accusation. If that were true, then why didn't the Democrats take him down for it? Please believe me when I say they would have used that to end Trump. I agree with that too, but Elon could be doing something, just like a whole thing of him being on the plane or something. Because I thought Trump said he had borrowed the plane or something. No, I don't know if it's one of these things because some people are very devious in the way they word things. And so when you're saying somebody's on the Epstein list, it's implied like he's a trafficker or that he's gotten down with underage girls and stuff. That's the implication, I think. You know, but was it just he was on the plane? Was he just mentioned? I don't know. That's why I think those files need to come out. What is going to be Trump's reply to this? Oh, this is the Elon Musk retweet this ASAP. Let's see.
We're going to get great ratings on your show.
Oh, shit.
Trump is surrounded by women as music blares in the background. After a while, Trump goes to greet 3 new guests. Among them, the financier Jeffrey Epstein. Come on in. Go inside. More than a decade before his guilty plea on state prostitution charges. Later in the...
And who funded Jeffrey Epstein? Where did he get all his money from?
Trump is seen talking to Epstein.
To get all this stuff on people.
Another man, as women are dancing in front of them. Trump alternates between dancing and pointing out women to Epstein and the other man, and telling Epstein about the cameras. Though exactly what they say is difficult to understand as they discuss the women and their appearances. Trump gestures to one and appears to say to Epstein, "Look at her back there. She's hot." And then Trump says something else into Epstein's ear that makes him double over with laughter. But as the president says now, he never liked Epstein.
I was not a
So it doesn't look like he didn't like him there. Piers Morgan breaking. Elon calls President Trump a liar. Wow. I'm not surprised. I guess he said false. This bill was never shown to me once. Oh, what? So Elon said he never saw the bill. False. This bill was never shown to me even once and was passed in the dead of night so fast that almost no one in Congress even read it.
But if they picked him, I would have won Pennsylvania. I won it by a lot. But I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you
So Elon's saying that's not true.
people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate, because that's billions and billions of dollars, and it really is unfair. We want to have cars of all types. Electric, we want to have electric, but we want to have a gasoline, combustion. We want to have different. We want to have hybrids.
We just saw that clip. Elon retweeted. Oh, he did it. Yo, this guy is going for the jugular. He is not stopping. Boom, 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 boom. I agree, Toodles. That's true. Just because you're at a party, you talk to some people, I agree. But yeah, this is some serious accusations being made.
Of a Mar-a-Lago party shows Trump giving Epstein his personal attention. The footage, shot in November of 1992, before Trump opened the resort as a club, shows the future president surrounded by cheerleaders.
We just slap
The future president surrounded.
Boom. You know, I had a psycho ex. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. The story. Never mind. I don't know. I think I've said it before.
By cheerleaders for the
Buffalo. I can say, I'll say the cleaned up version. We had gotten into an argument. It was a really brief, tumultuous, month-long relationship. It was really quick, but it was like she was a firecracker. It was a little fun, but it was also trauma. It was like crazy. But at one point, I got into an argument. And one time she was like, "Oh," and her kid was home. I'm not doing that. She was like, "Oh, I just wanted you to grab me by the pee." I was like, "What? You think this is some Trump shit?" I'm not trying to get caught up and hemmed up like all these other people. Grab you by the pee like that? Nah, pimp. So what? You can come down the pipe later. Oh, he touched me. All right. Nah. I'm good. But some chicks are like that, I guess. If they're fighting, they want you to, I don't know what it's called. They want you to just shut them up. Shut up. Okay. You know.
Surrounded by cheerleaders for the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins, capturing Trump's fun-loving bachelor lifestyle.
I couldn't believe that chick told me that, though. I'd never had anybody tell me that.
For an appearance on Faith Daniels' NBC talk show.
We're going to get great ratings in your show.
Trump is surrounded by women as music blares in the background. After a while, Trump goes to greet three new guests. Among them, the financier Jeffrey Epstein.
Come on in. Go inside.
More than a decade before his...
Yeah, no, I'm very paranoid. I've seen people's lives destroyed. Go with that, man. What is wrong with you just posting facts? So that, like I said, there this is that movie, like you're not supposed to open your eyes or something or look into the light or you turn into these zombie monster things or whatever. So like you have to see. So Elon has the power of X. And though there is a lot of Trump support on X, there's a lot of Elon support and people that will jump for Elon support, you know, because it's his platform. People want to remain in good standing, and hey, maybe you'll have a chance to be tweeted out. But these clips have been out for a long time. They have this party stuff. Trump at this party, 1992 party. A lot of people have known about that. So I don't know when he says Epstein files, is that what he's talking about, or is he the way he worded it to me? It implies that there's more. You know, that he's saying that there's more. Trump flew on Epstein's plane at least 7 times. And I just wonder, like, I feel like he's going to have to reply, Trump, but, like, him replying, does that put him in more of a hole? Is that going to, like, you know, open the door, as they say in the courtroom, for more questions and stuff, right? Oh, you open the door. But if he has nothing to worry about and he's not on there, at this point, man, you might have to just drop that shit. I don't know. You know?
Some embrace it, and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, we
it's
just
sort
saw
of
that
Trump
clip.
derangement syndrome.
Yeah, we saw that. Steve Bannon says Elon Musk should be deported. Oh, so McGinnis, you asked about Elon's status. He's a naturalized citizen. He's from I had it here. He's from South Africa. He was born in South Africa, I believe. Let's see. And he's like a naturalized citizen here. He got it through like visas and stuff. He became and I think he has a visa somewhere or citizenship somewhere else. So South Africa. He was born in South Africa. Oh, he has apparently a Canadian citizenship, and then he has a U.S. citizenship. In 1992, Musk transferred to the University of Pennsylvania in the U.S. on a J-1 student visa after completing his studies. He transitioned to an H-1B work visa and eventually became a naturalized U.S. citizen in 2002. Okay, so he's a naturalized citizen. So I don't know if they can deport him. Can they deport naturalized citizens? I don't know. Can I don't think so. I don't know. He cannot be deported, no. However, in rare exceptions where denaturalization and subsequent deportation can occur, fraud or misrepresentation, if someone lied or omitted key facts during the naturalization process, criminal activity.
Elon let his child be around Trump. Trump didn't do anything children, and that's the implication when linking Epstein with Trump.
That is true, Grammy. Thank you, Grammy, for the 5. Yeah, that's the part that I find kind of like, to me, it's like Elon's coming out with this because he's pissed about this electric bill, the electric mandate stuff, whatever it is, being cut out of it, you know, electric cars, tax credit or whatever being cut out. Because if you knew this all this time, why wouldn't you have said this before? You know, and why have your kid around? He was in the White House, standing in the Oval Office. He had his kid there, you know, all this stuff. You know, what's the truth? Right? Like, so I don't think he can be deported unless he did some type of fraud or misrepresentation during the naturalization process or engaging in certain serious crimes like terrorism or treason. I don't know if Trump could say, oh, he committed treason. Oh, shit. There have been reports suggesting that Musk may have worked in the U.S. without proper authorization in the 1990s prior to obtaining citizenship. Specifically, he allegedly worked on his first company, Zip2, while on a student visa, which wouldn't have permitted employment outside of certain conditions. That's why he's very against the 2B, or not against, before. I think it's called the 2B visas or whatever it's called, the work visas. So there were some allegations, there's some reports. If proven that he misrepresented this during his naturalization process, it could, in theory, be grounds for denaturalization. How petty would that be? Imagine denaturalization. However, such actions are exceedingly rare and reserved for severe cases. So I don't know if they would do that for him. I mean, the space station, the Dragon thing that he's talking about pulling out, that's pretty serious. That's probably going to hurt. The space, NASA seems to be so outdated. Like, what does NASA do anymore? I mean, I know, I guess they do a lot, but it's like they needed help to bring those astronauts back. It's like, it feels like they're not doing anything innovative anymore. Like, what do they do anymore? They haven't done anything. Back in the day, they used to do shit, fly to planets, do all kinds of stuff, explore, whatever. Now there's nothing. So Steve Bannon, they should initiate a formal investigation of his immigration status because I'm a strong belief that he's an illegal alien. He should be deported from our country immediately. He said in a phone interview. Oh, snap. And this is going to be a tough place for Laura Loomer because she's a big time, she's for Trump, but also for Elon. And she got like demonetized at one point and begged Elon to come back. And so she's in a spot. Damn, box exploded UPS truck. Might have to start a new stream. Oh, it's already over. Damn, bro, nobody's safe. It's already over. This was earlier today in Cali.
Trump was on the plane 7 times, but not when it went to the island. This was known a long time ago.
Thank you, Grammy, for the 5. I looked into it. Let me see what it says here actually about that. Yes, Flightlocks confirmed Donald flew on the Jeffries private plane at least 7 times between 1993 and 1997. These flights were primarily between Palm Beach, Florida, and New York City, and on some occasions he was accompanied by his then wife Marla Maples and their children. So there was times he was on the flight with his kids. Despite these documented flights, there's no evidence that Trump visited Epstein's private island, Little St. James, which was reportedly the central location for Epstein's criminal activities. Trump has denied ever being there, and the flight logs do not place him on any flights to the island. While Trump and Epstein were known to socialize in the 1990s, including attending parties together, their relationship reportedly soured in the early 2000s. Trump has publicly stated that he was not a fan of Epstein. Okay.
That's what the Democrats do to their Republican opponent, who is leading them by a lot in the polls. This is AI, and it is very dangerous for our country. Also, I was never on Epstein's plane or at his stupid island.
Never on Epstein's plane. Well, it says he was on the plane. It says flew on Jeffrey Epstein's private jet.
Strong laws ought to be developed against AI. It will be a big and very dangerous problem in the future, end quote. That was awful. I have a problem with what he said because only part of his denial may be true.
Oh, God.
There is no record of Donald Trump ever visiting Jeffrey Epstein's Caribbean island, Little St. James. That is clear. But there is plenty of hard evidence that he rode on Epstein's plane, and not just 1 time, 7 times, at least 7 times. And we know that because his name appears in flight logs that are submitted to the FAA. Here's what they reveal. Trump flew 4 times in 1993. He flew once
Love
in 1994.
to see all the MAGA copium in the chat.
And
all politicians are corrupt people, tears of joy.
Again in 1995. Those are in addition to a flight that was previously reported and documented in 1997. All of the flights were between Palm Beach and New York City. And the logs show Epstein was on board the plane with Trump as well, each of those times. The 1994 flight is notable because Trump's then-wife Marla Maples is also listed on the flight log. And according to those logs, they decided to bring along their then-infant daughter, Tiffany Trump, as well as the family's nanny. They are all on the log. On the flight in 1995, the logs say that Trump also brought along his then 12-year-old son, Eric Trump. So, again, these are documents that are submitted to the FAA. These are not just claims made by someone in a deposition. So it is hard to sort of reconcile when the president says, I was never on that airplane.
Yeah, no, there's logs of that. It's true. I mean, I don't, especially if his kids are, I don't think there's anything with his kids on the plane nefarious going on, but He was on those planes, at least according to the logs. Elon, let me see what else. Anything else from this dude? And Tactical, thank you for the 5. Appreciate that. I guess that's all I'm seeing right now. Let me see if anything else. The big, beautiful bill.
Here are Christians. We're not supposed to be led by fear. If we think that losing some intelligence thing is the end of the world, or that we have to give up our rights, guys, that doesn't come from the right place. You know what I mean? So we can't sit there and say that's okay. And maybe Jesse's right with the fact that Trump's realizing he has to blow this up, but he can't stab a bunch of people in the back, so let Elon do it. I can kind of see it, but so you know what I mean? Like, so I don't think Jesse's that crazy, but I also think, you know, I honestly kind of feel like what you're saying, where it could be partially done this way, but now it's kind of like, now it's gone too far, so they need to like shut up and talk to each other. But I don't know. I didn't want people to throw Jesse's thing out so fast because I kind of understand that part, but now it almost feels like it's gotten too far, if that makes sense.
It has gone too, I agree. It's gone too far, Vinny. So, I mean, I think that there's sort of a knowing understanding here with both of these guys on a certain level, just like when you fight with a business partner or something like that. There's always a psychological underpinning when you have people this smart and powerful. But I agree, it's gone too far. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I think the unintended consequences, as Barbie said, of global leadership, this kind of stuff, you know, whatever they may think they're going to get out of this, I think there's a negative to it. That doesn't mean that they're not also thinking that they may get something out of it, though. And that's my point. I think there is, on some level, an awareness that they may both benefit on some level from this. But that doesn't mean I'm saying it's all pre-planned like some master strategy. If it was, they wouldn't be saying what they're saying. They're making asses of themselves.
Yeah, I don't think this is like a pre-planned thing either. I don't think this is like a 4D, 5D chess. This gives a little timeline. Drama Alert posted this. 528, Elon Musk as a government employee concludes. I remember this tweet. As my scheduled time as a special government employee comes to an end, I'd like to thank Trump for the opportunity to reduce wasteful spending. The Doge mission will only strengthen over time as it becomes a way of life throughout the government. That was May 28th. I guess we just jumped to 6-4, huh? Okay. 6-4, Elon Musk attacks Trump's backed big, beautiful bill. I'm sorry, I just can't stand it anymore. The massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on you. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it. 6-5, Trump responds to Elon's criticism of the bill. Says Elon is upset at the EV mandate is being cut. We saw that already. 6-5, Elon responds to Trump's interview denying that he saw the bill ahead of time. We covered that too. That was interesting that he said he hadn't even seen it. I guess he meant to put 6-5. Elon, in a string of tweets, starts sharing Trump's old tweets and statements. So yeah, this was happening throughout the day. I kind of kept seeing it as I kept coming on and off. We should have a balanced budget. I cannot believe the Republicans extending the debt ceiling. So Elon's trying to say that Trump is being hypocritical. The House's failure to pass the balanced budget amendment was another unforced error by the GOP. Sorry, Obama and the Democrat Senate have accrued over $5 trillion worth of debt without passing a budget in the last 3 years, 4 more years. Elon went as far to say that Trump would have lost the election without him, which I don't know. Such ingratitude. Damn, such ingratitude. Wow. Ungrateful. Without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House, and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. Such an ingratitude. Trump, you better thank him. Trump has thanked him, though, but I don't know, I guess Elon didn't get what he wanted. Elon goes on saying he supports EV/solar incentive cuts, something which Trump said he was upset about. So yeah, Elon is saying that he's fine with it. Apparently, keep the EV and solar incentive cuts in the bill. Also, cut all the crazy spending increases in the big ugly bill so that America doesn't go bankrupt. Maybe he has a point there. Elon has publicly and privately saying he doesn't care about the EV tax credit. Elon got that kind of money. I don't give a shit. This is direct from Forbes. Both he and Trump have also publicly together said during speeches and rallies the narrative that this TIF is about EV credits is false. So Elon is saying it's not true. That's not what it's about. Trump is saying it's about this credit stuff. But that credit stuff that he was going to cut the electric car credit, EV credits, that has been out for a while, I thought. Let's see, Autism Capital. I want to see if I can pull up that article. I mean, maybe he does have a point with all the spending shit, you know? I don't know. Like, see, I don't know what Trump has to deal with in the office when you gotta deal with these people, where you gotta compromise. You know what I'm saying? You have to compromise, or nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? It's you gotta give something to get something, and that's how they all do over there in the politics and in that White House bullshit. I don't know why there was jam packed that shit too. These bills with so much shit in there. Because I saw a post somewhere they're saying they've been working on shit for 14 months. Why do they have to pack it with so much crap? Why can't they just do a couple of things and then move it along? I was trying to see if I can find that post. This page is actually going hard. Damn, this page posts a lot though. I'm trying to scroll. I'm still okay. Here we go. Every 20 minutes or 5 minutes they're posting. Okay, so he's posting screenshots. This is one of this account's very pro Musk. You know, Musk tweets this account pretty often. But Musk said, I think he should get rid of all the credits. When asked Thursday by a reporter, I wonder what the timeline is of this, by a reporter on Capitol Hill if he supports getting rid of the electric vehicle tax credit, Musk made a similar statement in July, writing, take away all the subsidies. It would only help Tesla. Eliminating the tax credit could potentially hurt other EV manufacturers more than it would Tesla. We did see a clip about that. The largest global EV producer, and lead to decreased competition for the company, causing a potential dip in the demand. So he's saying, because we got the money like that, we got the resources like that, go ahead and take the credits, because we can hang. Actually, you're doing us a favor. Shit, fuck all the other companies in the competition. I guess, right? I don't know. EV tax credit debate is a distraction. Musk and Trump's push to eliminate subsidies isn't about Tesla. It's about exposing systemic waste. When bureaucrats can't even list 5 weekly accomplishments, why prop up failed programs? The big beautiful bill's $5.8 trillion deficit proves DC prioritizes handouts over efficiencies. Cutting credits forces accountability. If an industry can't survive without taxpayer crutches, it shouldn't. Elon then calls for the reconciliation bill to be killed in the Senate. Kill bill. Elon asks if it's time for a new political party. Yeah. Is it time to create a new political party in America that actually represents the 80% in the middle? Trump suggests that Elon has Trump derangement syndrome. Could Elon think potentially win for presidency, you think? Or can he even run for president? I don't know if you're naturalized. Maybe you can. I think you can, right? Or you can't. Yeah, I think you can. I don't know. Wasn't Obama naturalized too or something? Oh, he can't run for president. Despite his U.S. citizenship, he was born in South Africa. He became naturalized citizen in 2002. Oh, you have to be a natural born. I didn't know that. Oh, shit. Ain't Obama from somewhere else? Oh, okay. Mm. All right. So we saw the Trump derangement syndrome clip. Trump then drops multiple tweets saying Elon Musk went crazy. Okay, we saw that. We did see that. He just went crazy. Elon Musk accused Trump of being in the Epstein files. Big bomb. Mocked this post for the future. The truth will come out. So again, he's implying that there's stuff that hasn't been come out. Trump responded saying he doesn't mind Elon turning against him. Make America great again. Elon says SpaceX will be decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft in response to Trump threatening to terminate Elon's governmental contract. That's the thing with Elon too. There's no financial threat you can make against this guy. There's no like, you know, we're gonna cut this off. We're gonna do this. He doesn't care. You know. Nick posted these screenshots. That press conference or the roundtable we're just watching. I could kind of tell. I think I was looking at Trump's face. Like I know he has to be thinking about that Elon stuff. There's no. I don't think I'd even hold the roundtable. Somebody would have to step in place for me, or a double, a clone, or something. Send somebody else in there because I couldn't be there. Trump seething, or he's seething. And then somebody posted Elon jumping here. This is just what a time, man. What a time we're in. Joffrey9 says, is Elon going crazy because of his substances? Yeah, we talked about that earlier. I don't know, because I know he's mentioned that he takes ketamine, microdosing. I don't know. Can that have long-term effects on the brain and the chemicals? You know, the chemical structure, the brain, the neurons, all this stuff. Is he misfiring? Is he malfunctioning? Or is he onto something? I don't know. Marilyn, thank you, says, sent Doc on X, Epstein and Trump. Okay, thanks. If it's a huge thing, I don't think I can do it right now. I'll take a quick look, but it's like hundreds of pages. I can't do it right now. Oh, okay.
Just a way to get the files released, unredacted, except for victims' names. Enjoy the movie.
Sticky Cheeks, thank you. Appreciate that. Sticky Cheeks says just a way to get the files released, unredacted, except for victims' names. Enjoy the movie. Sticky, so are you saying that you think is this a part of the plan? You think it's a part of the plan? Like this is all just to get the Epstein files out? Oh, damn. I don't even think I could read this. The file you sent me, Marilyn? I'll skim it real quick. Oh, I guess it wants me to pay or has ads or something. Can I just download this? Let's see, download it. Oh, it's kind of making me do all this stuff. Okay. Oh, this was a lawsuit, huh? So there was a lawsuit, a lady named Katie. What year is this? This is what year? Oh, 2016. It keeps locking up. Let me see if I can find the information. So there was a lawsuit. The lawsuit that you sent me, there was a woman using a pseudonym, Katie Johnson and Jane Doe. Apparently there was like multiple lawsuits filed from this person as a Jane Doe. Katie is not her real name, I guess. Filed multiple lawsuits alleging that Trump and Epstein assaulted her in 1994 when she was 13. The lawsuits claim that the assaults occurred during parties at Epstein's mansion or residence. These suits were filed in California and New York, but were eventually dismissed or withdrawn. The final lawsuit was dropped in November 2016, just days before the presidential election. With the accuser side, she claimed that she was getting threats and fear for her safety as reasons for the withdrawal. The case attracted attention due to its serious allegations and involving the involvement of high-profile individuals. However, it also faced scrutiny over the credibility of the claims and the individuals promoting them. Notably, a man named Norm Lubow, a former reality TV producer, was involved in publicizing the allegations under the alias Al Taylor. Lubow's involvement raised questions about the motivations behind the lawsuits. Trump has denied the allegations, labeling them as false and politically motivated. Epstein was also named in the lawsuits, did not publicly comment on the allegations before his death in 2019. It's important to note, as of now, no criminal charges have been filed against Trump in connection for these specific allegations. However, he's faced other legal challenges. For instance, in May 2023, a federal jury found Trump liable. Oh yeah, Jean Carroll. Jean Carroll is a very peculiar person to me. Very, very odd. I saw those clips of her when she was on the news where she said R was sexy and all that stuff. Very weird. Sticky Cheeks, thank you for the 5. Said this would be a great way to get Dems to cheer on the release of the files. Oh, yes. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Listen, if the files come out due to all this, then maybe it's a win for everybody. Well, except for the people on the except for the people on the list, I guess, but yeah, that would be interesting. Maybe out of this we'll get the files. Or maybe we never will. I just want to check one more time. Let me see the Tesla stocks. Are they dropping more? Oh, it's already 5 o'clock. Oh, they've dropped. Well, they're dropping more. They're dropping a little bit more. It says 14% today. Damn. Tesla stock tanks 14% as Musk Trump spat mounts, putting EV market below 1 trillion. Tesla stock plunges. They're not going to be happy with him. Yeah, Elon had the black eye. All right, man. I guess that's it for now. I just wanted to touch on. We were here for 2 hours. Can't believe that. Just wanted to touch on this crazy, controversial situation. Interesting. It's going to be really interesting to see how the internet, social media, the news. Laurel said, Trump is not a child predator. Do you really think Biden, DOJ would have sat on those claims? So Elon knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you so much. I will catch you later. Be safe. Bye. Bloop, bloop. Love you guys. Be good. Boop, 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 boop.